And this is the third test, and I'm gonna put a couple of clips so you can see what I did to kind of like figure out what they work. I already used it a couple of days ago on high heat. We have 35, 36 degrees here in Athens. All right, so I can tell you the thing works. Good morning, guys. When I first got this bike, okay, I was burning. When I say I was burning, burning right here, okay, from the right, mostly from the right side of the edging. All right, so I have did a lot of research, and I have done a couple of things that the bike works fine and I'm not burning anymore. Okay, we're going to be talking about three things here. One is the side cover, the heat covers here, right? The other one is the parade mode. I'm going to show you in a minute. I have a previous video on just for the parade mode. I'm going to put the link on the first comment. This is a quick video so you can avoid the heat because it's summertime. So they call it mid-frame air deflectors. To do a search on online, okay, you can find them from like anywhere from 15 bucks to like 30 bucks. This is the way I put them on, and I don't think you need that bridge, but that's really up to you. Okay, it comes with instructions, the kit. I got it from Amazon, Amazon Deutschland, because we are in Europe. I'm in Athens living now, but you can find it almost everywhere on eBay, on regular Amazon or whatever. All right, so it comes with all the screws and stuff. I'm gonna show you. Okay, you have to understand it because the kit, the manual is not really that. You don't really understand it. It's like Chinese English or something. All right, this is installation manual for year 2000 to 2007. All right, now you see it's a little bit different. I'm gonna put it like that so you can, stop the video and copy it if you want. And then if you go down to 2008, it's different. You see that? What they tell you to do. It comes with all these parts inside there. It comes with the metal bridge. That's what the kit comes with. All right, this is the bridge right here. I didn't use nothing of this. I just used these little bolts here. And it's really easy, but it will take time because on my bike is custom. I have to remove the tank, the seat, everything on both sides, and unfortunately I have recorded the whole thing, but accidentally I delete all the files. But I'm going to explain to you. On your bike you might not have to do that, but it's much easier if you remove the seat and the tank, because you can have access from the top. There's a hole there. All right, on the other side too. So what you do is they give you these inserts. You see it? All right, these inserts, you see how they work? Like that. So when you put them inside, there is a hole here into the frame. All right, let's see if I can put the close light here so you can see it. All right, now I was able to put the top bolt there, okay, but I was not able to put the lower one. The hole was too big on my 08. I have no idea why. So I just put a regular bolt, so the thing is not moving. You see it right here? Okay, and this is the insert I have. I put the flat washer just to secure it, and the thing doesn't go nowhere. The only thing is, on my bike I have a stress thing. You see it? The thing is probably up somewhere here, so I have to cut it very carefully, this piece here. All right, and it's fine, it works fine, it won't touch there. This is like I have like about 1/8 of an inch distance from that, so it's not scratching the tank. It's not as much. So you put one here and one here. The idea is it won't turn left and right, but then the left side of the bike, it's not really the hot. It's the right side that burns you. It burns like everything. All right, so but there is also heat on the rear. See better now? Alright, so I used the inserts they gave me, a bolt of mine to secure the top and the bottom. Use whatever hardware you have, but these little things here, they work. I already used it a couple of days ago on high heat. We have 35, 36 degrees here in Athens. Alright, so I can tell you the thing works. Now in the traffic light, you might, don't expect miracles, of course, right? So you have to use the parade mode. I'm going to show you what the parade mode is now. Right, the third thing you do is activate parade mode. Alright, turn on the ignition and press the throttle backwards and wait. You see that? It's blinking green, that it's activated. I have it activated before. To deactivate it again, press the throttle backwards, wait, and it's deactivated. Okay, what that does is it turns off the rear cylinder when certain conditions appear. I'm going to show you on the computer what's going on, but the ejection on the rear cylinder, it will cut off the cylinder, it will breathe air, and it will start, the air is going to start cooling the engine on the rear. That usually on a traffic light, when you are on in traffic, and let's look in the computer exactly what's going on. But I'm going to put on the first comment a link from my other video so you can see more details about that. All right. Okay, so when engine temperature reaches a certain point, all right, this is the other video. You can see, read all details from your bike here. And engine temperature exceeds 284 Fahrenheit, 140 Celsius. The system call it EITMS, and I'm sure if you have a touring bike, you have it. It goes all the way up to 2025, and this is the certain conditions are met. This is where the system works. Twist grip opening in idle. You can do it in idle. Vehicle speed is under 1 or 2 kilometers. That means you have to be in almost in stop. Engine speed is under 1200 RPM. That means you have to be in idle. When you're disabled, is the rear cylinder again will fire. Also will fire if any of these conditions occur. Okay, so this is how the rear cylinder will turn off, and this is when rear cylinder will turn on. Engine temperature is above 275, 135 Celsius. Twist grip opening in above idle, it will stop. Vehicle speeds exceed 2 miles per hour, 3 kilometers. Engine speed exceeds 1350 RPM. Clutch is released and vehicle is in gear. All right. This is the second thing you can do to avoid high heat on your motorcycle. Now let's look at the third thing. I'm doing 3 things and I stay cool. I mean, 85–90% of the time on high heat here in Athens, we get temperatures up to like 40 degrees, over 100 Fahrenheit. So I stay cool because I already test these 3 things. Okay, the third thing is, let's look at it. All right, the third thing is I'm using is Google Maps. Let me explain you what's going on. Google Maps, it will avoid traffic. So let's say we want to go from here, directions from here. All right, and I'm gonna put the center, going through center of Athens. Like let's say we're gonna go here, so we can see this is all right. Now it gives me the faster route, plus it gives me traffic. Okay, look at that. All right, let's say if I click, you see this is like 38 minutes. And this is 50 minutes. It will give you the best route to avoid traffic. This is where you're gonna, overheat your engine right here if you decide to use this route. Also, on a touring bike, I'm not going through the city, only if I have to. I use highways. Like this is a highway, this is another highway, okay? And you can do a couple of miles more and you can avoid all these problems you can see here, all right? And you can give you the traffic idea, all right? So let's say I want to avoid this traffic here. It's 38 minutes, 20 kilometers. My bike is definitely gonna, hit up here. Look at that, you see this? These are traffic lights, all right? So what I do is, I choose this one. It's like 40 minutes more, all right? But I'm taking a nice ride. Look at that. Look at this. This is one highway. We call it Attiki Highway, and this is another highway. It's nice and clean for 20 minutes more, and you're gonna have a beautiful ride. It's like, 4 songs. So this is the way I'm doing it, okay? I avoid heavy traffic on the bike, except if I'm in the car and I have the AC on. But this is the third way to avoid, hitting up your bike. Just go around, just pick up the right highway and have a beautiful ride, okay? 10-20 minutes more. It's on a touring bike. It's nothing. It's nothing. Also, this, look at that. Look how much traffic is here. All right, and this, it's all blue. For 20 minutes more. What's the big deal? So this is my third recommendation to avoid traffic. Use Google Maps with internet connection, and will give you live traffic updates and avoid it. Every time I ignore this, all right, I have problems. The bikes start hitting up, I couldn't ride it, and I have all kind of problems, all right? The traffic was too heavy, I have to go between cars. And we're talking about a Harley-Davidson touring motorcycle, all right? It's not a scooter. All right, a couple of more things just before I finish the video. How to keep your Harley engine cool the summer. All right, it's a lot of videos here that will give you different solutions. And the AI will tell you prioritize airflow and consider modifications like oil coolers and stuff. Before, and fan assisting systems, I don't recommend them. I'm not into, putting on a Harley-Davidson a lot of things, because more things you put on a bike, things can go wrong, okay? The engine gets more complicated and everything. But the airflow is important, okay? Remember, Harleys, they have the rear cylinder online, so the airflow on the rear, it's a little bit tricky. But with my experience, I have my Harley-Davidson Fat Boy for like 30 years something, and we never have this problem because I keep the bike cool and everything. But another thing I would recommend is you can also get smart. Start early in the morning, start early, stay hydrated. I don't know about mesh gear. Wear a jacket, like a summer jacket, I would recommend. Plan your routes wisely. That's what I told you before. Take lots of breaks, okay? And you can find a lot of articles online, suggestions. But I think to cool your engine, I have tried the first 3 things that I have told you before, and it works. All right, be safe, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.